Hello everyone, my name is Zach. I am the Traveling Man and welcome to our second sea day vlog here on board the Carnival Pride. It's been a wonderful cruise and as you can see here, we're not at sea. I'm actually cheating a little bit. I'm starting this vlog a little bit early because I'm going to be having some experiences that I wanted to capture in a vlog. So we're going to start it a couple days early. This is actually Skjolden, Norway behind me. We're just leaving port now. We're going to be sailing through the fjord for the next 7 hours. It's going to be a lovely evening. But this evening I have the Steakhouse booked, so I wanted to take you along with me to the Steakhouse and show you a little bit about that experience and talk a little bit more about that. I also went on the last vlog as well, but thought I might go a little bit more in depth. And then tomorrow night I have the chef's table for the very first time, something I've always wanted to try on a ship, never have done. So I'm going to film as much of that and include as much of that in this vlog as I can. So you're going to see that, and then you'll see the actual sea day, which will come the day after that. So a lot is going to happen in this vlog. You're not going to want to miss it. It's been a fantastic cruise so far here on board Carnival Pride, and I know the next we have like 2 days left are going to be just as good. So come on if you're ready. Let's get this sea day adventure here on board the Carnival Pride started. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is this, and you're like, what is that? A brown paper bag. It's my laundry. I actually had them do my laundry. I dropped this off 2 days ago, or left it actually in my room. So this bag was in the drawer over there, and I filled out the little form with it and put everything in the bag, left it on the bed. My room steward took it the day before yesterday, and then today when he cleaned my room, he brought my laundry back. So just wanted to say that it's about a couple days to get your laundry back, but it was nice to get the laundry done. It was free laundry for me this cruise because I get, I think, 2 or 3 bags from being platinum with Carnival through their loyalty program, and then an additional 2 or 3 bags for being in a suite, which is technically, the room I'm in is categorized as a suite. So I could have got 5 or 6 bags of laundry, but just got the one about midway through. But just wanted to let you know that it took about at least a full day, but a couple days really to get my laundry back from being laundered. And they actually keep all that over here in the drawer of the room, but you're looking for this valet service slip, and I'll carry that over here so we can take a look at that. But it's really easy. You essentially just, put your stateroom number, the date, your name, your folio number. They have same day express valet service that if you drop it off before 9, you'll get it back before 5 p.m. And then they have regular next day valet service. And then there's all sorts of, you just put how many of each that you have, and then you sign it at the bottom with a subtotal. Or no, you sign it somewhere. But anyways, you put that with your bag, with your laundry. You can leave it in your room on the bed somewhere, and your room steward will take it and get your clothes back. So that's really nice, really convenient, especially toward the middle or end of the cruise, so you don't have to go home with a bunch of dirty clothes. So speaking of Carnival's VIFP program, and I mentioned I was platinum and got some of my laundry done, something really cool just happened. And I didn't even know that this happened. There are a lot of perks that, of course, any cruise line gives you for being a certain loyalty status. And one of the perks that Carnival gives you for being platinum in their VIFP program is $25 worth of tournament credit. So essentially in the casino, if they're having tournaments, you get $25 credit to play in the tournaments. However, they're not having tournaments this cruise. So I just went down to the casino and told them I was there to claim my VIFP benefit, my platinum benefit, and they gave me 25 bucks, like cash. So if you are platinum or diamond or whatever on Carnival, if you get that benefit, go by and ask, even if you're not going to play, because it could just result in cash. I didn't have to play in the casino or anything. I normally don't ever play in the casino. I don't even think I have an account with Carnival in their casino, but I just got $25 in cash. So not a commercial or anything like that, of course. It's just a way to tell you how to make like free money on your cruise. Make sure you check those benefits. They'll send out an email before the cruise. Carnival specifically will send out an email before the cruise and say, hey, here are your platinum benefits. But you also go on their website and then take advantage of every one of them, because a lot of this stuff isn't automatic anymore. You have to ask for it because they know there's so many people that are platinum now. They don't want to give it to everybody, and they don't, because people don't ask for it. So make sure you know what your benefits are before you come on the cruise, and make sure that you take advantage of those during the cruise, because you could get free money just like I did today, which is really awesome, and it's kind of made my day. So with that being said, I'm going to head off to the Steakhouse, and before we go, I just want to let you know that the Steakhouse is $48 per person, so not as much as some cruise lines have their Steakhouses priced at, which is nice. And I'm really excited. I went, like I said, a few nights ago, and I'm excited to go back again tonight. So yeah, I'm going to show you that experience now. So now I've been seated and did want to say that the menus are now all digital, just like they are across the entire ship. So you would use the QR code. You can try it now if you want to point your camera at your TV and see if it works. But you scan these each time you sit down and use Carnival's Wi-Fi connection to look at the menus. And this is again for all restaurants, main dining rooms across the ship. But a good view for dinner this evening as we sail through the Norwegian fjords. You can ask for a paper menu and get a paper menu, which is what I've done. But I just wanted to let you know you can get 2 starters. Everyone gets 2 starters from this side, and that also includes the soups and things over on this side as well. So you can pick 2 of either these or these, and then everyone gets 1 main. Flip the page here. Oh, there we go. And then everyone gets 1 main entree. You can see those here real quick. And then 2 side dishes, and then 1 dessert. Alright, so just back now from Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse. What a pleasurable dining experience. Was sitting right by the window and watching as we sailed throughout the fjord. We still have like 3 hours before we get to the end of the fjord, but it was beautiful to sit there and dine. The food was okay. I probably could have made a better selection for my appetizer. I went with the smoked oysters, and it was a cool element when they lift it off and the smoke comes out. You smell that smoke for a long time though. It kind of sticks with you. I guess I don't know. I'm not a big oyster person, so that was just okay. The tuna tartare was good that I had. I enjoyed that. Always a good, refreshing, that citrusy flavor that you get in a tuna tartare was there. I enjoyed that. For the steak, I got the cowboy ribeye, and that was good. It's a little bit different from the ribeye I had earlier in the week, or earlier in the cruise, I should say, when I got the spiced ribeye. I prefer the spiced ribeye. I think it's a little bit better, a little bit more flavorful. But with my sides, I had the gold mash, the mashed potatoes. Those were phenomenal. I also had some mushrooms, some sauteed mushrooms. Those were good as well. And then for dessert, I had the apple tart with ice cream on top. And the ice cream was the best part. This looks really good, I know. But there was something about the taste to it. It tasted kind of burnt. Both the crust and the apples. So I don't know what that was about. It just didn't have the right taste to it. So all in all, an okay meal at Fahrenheit 555. And now I'm really looking forward to tomorrow when I get to go to Chef's Table, because that's going to be awesome. And like I said, my first time dining there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I'm going to kick it over to me tomorrow to continue this fun and exciting adventure here on board Carnival Pride. Well, hello. It's a very exciting evening on board here. We're now sailing away from Norway. I can see it out my window for the final time. It's so sad because I've so enjoyed Norway. It's been a fantastic place. I loved having 6 days to visit all the ports. So if you ever get an opportunity to visit Norway, you should do it. Like, absolutely bring a cruise here, get a cruise here, come by land, however you do it. It's a beautiful country, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I have videos on the channel of that, or will if they're not already out. So make sure you go back and check those out so you see how just wonderful this place is. But tonight's a very special night because I have the Chef's Table, the Chef's Table experience. I'm going to try to film as much as I can. I'm not sure how much we're going to be permitted to film. We do get to go into the galley and stuff. So sometimes cruise lines can be a little bit weird with letting folks in there, but I'm going to try to show you as much as I can about the Chef's Table experience. I've never done this before on any cruise line. It's my very first time. So yeah, let's go do the Chef's Table now, and I'll tell you all about it. But first, I just want to show, I did get this at the beginning of the cruise on my door, just telling me the date and the time. And then also I've got to fill out this form really quick. Requirement of the U.S. Public Health Service. It's just asking a couple of, you know, if I've had any gastrointestinal symptoms, or if anybody's had a fever, because we are going into the galley, so they do want to make sure that everyone is healthy and everything's staying safe. They don't want to let folks in there that might be having any type of illnesses or anything like that. So I'm going to fill this out and get down to the Chef's Table experience. Please, everybody, walking. Well, good morning and welcome to the final day of the cruise here on board the Carnival Pride. So now we're really, truly getting into a C-Day vlog. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, you just told us you were going to tell us about the chef's table. What happened to that? Well, what happened was it was a 4-hour experience. And by the time it was over and done with, I went to a show and then came back and crashed because I was so tired, so full of food. But now I'm here to tell you about that chef's table experience. And folks, I'll start out by saying it's the best dining experience that I've ever had on any cruise ship ever. And like I said, this is my 25th cruise. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of dining experiences and dinners. This was by far the best one. Like I said, it was $99, and I think the price varies depending on what ship you're going on, what time of year, the itinerary, etc., etc. But $99 for me, and that was cheap for what all I got. So the whole experience started at 5:30 p.m. in the Alchemy Bar. They did have a section down there where they had like chef's table waiting area. We sat there for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then they finally came over and said, hey, the chef's running a little behind, so he'll be here soon. They brought out champagne for everyone. We sat there for another 15 minutes, and finally, shortly after 6 p.m., after about 30 minutes of waiting, the chef finally came and got us, took us down to the galley. And the galley at this point was super busy because they're undergoing dinner operations. So they are making all the food. The servers are down there getting the food to take back up to the main dining room to guests that are waiting for dinner. It was crazy, but also very cool just to see how dinner operations work in the galley. And all the crew was so nice and welcoming us as we came in. We had an entire table in there that was just blocked off for us. We stood around it. The chef talked a little bit about the operations that were going on in the kitchen. He did have to step away a time or two because some things required him, I guess, his attention, so he had to step away. Then he would come back. But while we were in there, we had what they called the reception. And this included, like, I think 4 plates. And I'll show some of the food while I talk. These were just little small plates, little things to try. They were very good. It was really cool, too, that we were standing right in the middle of the galley while we were getting to try these things. So I really enjoyed that. And then after that, we proceeded to the chef's table room, which is on deck 1. And I think this might be another recently renovated space on the ship. I haven't read anything about it or seen anything about it. But this room looked like you were on a brand new ship. It was amazing. Just set up just for the chef's table. Now, the chef did tell us this was the 3rd chef's table, the final chef's table of the cruise, so they did have 3 this sailing. He said they had 9 during the first one, they had 10 during the second one, and then ours we had 13, just 1 short of the full table because the full table seats 14. So that just shows you out of 2,300 guests, less than, what, 50 or so actually get to experience the chef's table throughout the course of the cruise. Now, everyone did have name cards in there. We had personalized menus with our names on them. And it ended up being, once we got in there, I think it was like 8 or 9 courses. So the total thing was like 12 or 13 different plates. It was a lot of food, but everything was delicious. Everything was just so artfully done. It was like culinary art in there, just to see all the different plates. The service was spectacular. The entertainment was great. They had a table-side musician come in, and he did some card tricks and things for us. That was really cool. So I really enjoyed the experience, and you're seeing clips of the food as I'm talking. And you just see how great that food looked. There were several different offerings. We had lamb at one point. We had short rib of beef at one point. We had a shrimp dish. We had a salad. We had 2 separate desserts. So it was just incredible. I can't say enough good things about the chef's table. If you like to drink wine, they did include wine. It was included. And it was like unlimited refills of wine. So for $99, you really get a lot. The experience itself is worth $99, but then all that food you get, and it's food like you're not going to get anywhere else on board the ship. So I really enjoyed that and highly, highly recommend you, if you're ever on a ship, well, most ships do offer it, but if your cruise offers the chef's table, make sure you book it before the cruise because it's something you don't want to miss, especially if you like food, if you like culinary arts, you're really going to enjoy this. It's a great look behind the scenes, and you get to spend the evening with an executive chef on board the ship, and he talks all about the food and tells you how it was created, and it's just really, really cool. I was just really blown away by the whole experience. You also get a commemorative picture, commemorative photo to take home with you. 2 thumbs way up for the chef's table experience here on board the Carnival Pride. Now we are at sea, whereas we're sailing back to Dover, England, where we'll be ported in the morning, but I just wanted to show you it is a beautiful sea day out. The sun is shining. So it looks like it's going to be a great day here, good final day on board the ship. Good evening. It's now 5 p.m. and it's almost time for the VIFP party. And the VIFP party, for those of you who might not know, might not have been before, is for those guests that are platinum or diamond in Carnival's loyalty program, the VIFP, very important fun person program. So if you are platinum or diamond, you will be invited to the party. They usually have it, in my experience, at least for platinums, on the last sea day of the cruise. And you'll know if you are eligible to go or invited to go to the party because you'll receive an invite like this for you and one guest. So everyone in your cabin who is platinum or diamond will get an invite, and you can bring one guest that's not. So when you go to that, they usually have free hors d'oeuvres. They have some entertainment. They usually do like a thing with all the Carnival ships and all the fleet and like run through the list of the ships, and people get excited about the ones they've been on before. They have free drinks for the whole party. So yeah, it should be a good time. So I'm going to run down to that now and catch up with you in just a bit.
Applause. There you go. That's Chuck, everybody. And our most overall cruise days. This is absolutely amazing.
We just got back from the VIFP party. Such a wonderful time. Always enjoy getting to go to that. And as the sun sets here behind me over the North Sea, so sets the sun on our sailing here on board the Carnival Pride. It has been a wonderful cruise. I've so enjoyed being back on Carnival. It's been over a year and a half since I've been on Carnival last, but I can't wait till my next Carnival cruise. I've had such a good cruise, and I hope that you've enjoyed all the content that I have produced here on the channel from the Carnival Pride. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please go down below, give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I have a lot more cruise content to come very, very soon. Folks, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.